going, everyone? It's Liam Caddison here with more Doctor Who as we hit episode 4 for this season. As next week, of course, we'll be hitting the second half of things. But yes, this is episode 4. 66.75 meters. No? 219 feet? No? How about 73 yards? Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this episode goes by, because I think, there was, with the, behind the scenes writing this and all of that, I think Russell touted this as, one of his greatest episodes he's penned. So, again, I'm very intrigued to see how this is going to go by. I feel like this is going to be one of those Dr. Light episodes as well. So, yeah, that will be very, very intriguing. Get a bit more of Ruby, of course, but it will be very intriguing to see how this goes. Of course, we've had Dr. Light episodes that have turned out to be bangers, like Turn Left, like Blink, with Blink being a, I guess, specific mention, given the fact that Stephen Moffat returned last week, and, that episode was just incredible stuff. But I'm just hoping that this season continues to shine, because, with last week's episode, and the Devil's Court, they were just absolutely phenomenal stuff. So I'm hoping that this episode kind of continues that trend, really, as we conclude the first half of things for this season. So with that said, let's get into this episode of Doctor Who. It's episode 4. It's 73 yards. Let's go.
Wait, what year are you from?
2024?
Oh. Yikes, sorry, he was 2046. Sorry, spoilers.
Spoilers! Oh my god. There it is.
No.
He needs to watch his step.
Oh, my Jack. Bless him, eh? Looks like some sort of memorial.
Oh, the Doctor vanished. Oh my god. Oh no.
Don't be doing that to me.
The Doctor's vanished.
He's just,
Gone. Vanished. Hello?
Can you just wait there?
Oh, she's moving back. Like, you have to keep your distance, right?
Okay.
Here we go with the snow again, I guess. Oh, hello.
Hello there.
General
Is that all you're wearing?
Oh.
Forgive my pronunciation, which they
That-
don't.
I haven't met you before, have I?
I
Oh.
don't think so.
Oh, but she is recognizing her.
Sorry, could-
Holy shit. So she's only darting back from Ruby. Okay, I'm intrigued. There she is again. She's always following. Why does it feel like somebody's watching me?
It's definitely following you.
Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
£5?
For Coke?
Much?
£5.
Jesus, inflation has really,
Stating the obvious.
has really hit
Have you
Wales.
tried asking her why? Word in Latin, it would be semper distans, always distant.
Always just, yeah,
Is
that's...
semper distance to you?
He's gonna run, isn't he? Yeah, there we go. So,
The cliff's a couple of miles that way.
It's what they call a fairy circle.
yes.
Shut your face!
When you say
Wow.
you walked into it, did you break it?
Oh, disturb it and then cause some kind of
Yeah.
anomaly, I
But it
guess,
was by
maybe?
mis-
Then answer the door.
There's gonna be someone there. Out the. Imagine if it's the doctor.
Hurry up, I got my hands full.
Oh my god! There you go. Actually, you know what?
I said to Josh,
Ruby's the one who waits.
He said I'm never coming back. I said why? And he...
Where is she? Like, is she gonna like with Ruby? Is she on the train or something? With Ruby being on the train and no way. Oh my god! I thought she was gonna be on the train. She's just like, oh.
Standing in the street on the phone to your own mother.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with me.
Are we sure about that? I'm still
what
suspicious
does she look
about you.
She looks like what she looks like.
What
Cryptic.
does that mean?
Please stop.
That's it. Like, damn it. Oh, she's glaring.
Stop calling or go away.
Jeez. What is this curse?
Well, except you're not. Are you? Even your real mother didn't want you.
All right. Oh, okay, that was.
I take it that's
Hey!
Yes.
Kate!
Good. Well, just look at me instead. I'm
Queen!
Kate Edward Stewart, and I think I can help. Time?
Yeah.
Well, we're the Unified Intelligence Task Force created to investigate the
Oh, so good to have Kate back.
Things seem to be turning that way these days.
And you work with the
Yeah,
doctor?
it's like a
Little
disturbance with the
fighter,
salt.
against him sometimes, and I adore him. I can.
Cameron are still consuming on her face.
Our equipment is a bit more sophisticated, and yet she only registers from the point of view of an average person's 20/20 eyesight from
Holy
73 yards,
damn.
219 feet, 66.7 meters.
It's the joke I use. Oh my god.
Disengage.
Kate, no, Kate, you
Oh
can't leave. Kate,
no.
Kate, please
Oh
don't go, Kate.
no.
Is there someone else?
Oh my goodness. And she's always there. Oh, 30th birthday, that stinks. I'm only months away from hitting that great
You're
landmark.
not really listening, like you're drifting off, thinking of something
I thought that was the master there for a second, just with the hair and the.
Well, right now, to be honest.
See me sparkle, see me flame.
40. What?
I know you've. It's like you're always a distance
Wait.
away.
So is.
Semper distance is the word. Look, you were sweet, and this was nice. Yeah,
Hang
but you
on.
were right. It was nice.
I think I have a bit of an idea now. What if that's Ruby from the future or something? Like, rest in peace, Mad Jack. You know, Mad Jack's there. All alive and all that shit. And they can't interact, you know, timelines and all that shit. And she's getting older as the episode progresses. I mean, she's now 40 for crying out loud. So, and how old was she in, like she was just in her 20s or something like that when obviously, you know, present day accounted for everything.
Come on. We've got work to do.
What? There's a sense of acceptance there, but yeah.
I'm not to do, and I'll do anything. Hey, I'll even carry the coats.
Ah!
The government,
She said she'd
the
do
government has
anything.
collapsed in shame. In absolute shame, Amal. Now's the time to vote. You know, for Britain to find its voice, to find its pride, its future.
Yeah.
I'm pausing again because I just find it funny, the timing of this shit. As the Tories are about to, we're about to say toodles to the Tories.
It's the cost of... Are you saying that you actually want to fire a nuclear missile?
Dangerous. Sure, this, you know, chalks back to
We'll
the
cut that
flood
bit
as
out.
well.
Okay.
Jesus, unhinged.
Danny.
Marty?
I declare that Roger Ap Gwilliam is duly elected as Member of Parliament for the constituency.
Oh, shit.
Brilliant. But sometimes, I don't know, I think he gives me the shivers. Oh, he is a monster.
Apparently so, given, you know, his boner for nukes.
Is when control transfers.
What? For what?
We're purchasing the nuclear arsenal. From
Yeah,
Pakistan.
I was gonna say the
On
nukes.
Saturday, Roger will declare us independent from NATO.
Oh,
Roger Gwilliam gets the
no.
code.
She's gonna step on the grass.
Ruby,
Oh!
I said keep off the grass. Get off the pitch, love. Stop it! Ruby, stay where you are. That's an order. I said stay where you are.
70 yards.
I said.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Final warning. Stay
73 yards.
Oh.
Okay. Shit. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Take control and has already promised.
Oh man. So is the link broken?
I'm sorry, Ruby. I can't drive any closer. I can't get a signal for the engine this far out.
It's fine.
Oh my
I've
goodness.
been here in such a long time. What a beautiful view. At the end, I have to go. Because that's very you, isn't it?
And yet you
My
barely
old
known
friend.
him.
I dare to hope.
You won't be on your own.
Don't worry. Everyone has abandoned me my whole life.
That is heartbreaking.
But I haven't been alone for 65 years.
Okay, so we're just gonna be left in limbo, aren't
Sorry
we?
it took so long. These long years.
Oh,
And look at me. I was so young.
Spectacular. We are in Wales.
oh, I was right.
Terrifying. The most dangerous prime minister in history.
Is she?
Who?
Don't
Over
step.
there.
Yep, don't step on the thing.
Where?
No, don't step.
Nearly disturbed it, didn't we?
Broke that.
Then we would have had this whole loop again.
Oh, honey, what?
Time that you've been to Wales? You said you've been 3 times? What was the other one?
Oh, it's like she can't remember.
No, I don't know. When was it? I can't think. I suppose. Must have
It's
been
like another life.
now.
Yeah, it's like some kind of other life. What the heck was that? Holy, that got really, really eerie towards the end because, you know, I just couldn't, like, especially with, you know, the person at the end, of course, and then, of course, we had, you know, that confirmation there, it was Ruby. It was just very, very eerie, wasn't it? And, yeah, I mean, it was a really eerie episode, very enjoyable to go through. But man, that was weird. That was really, really, really weird. I definitely do like, trying to piece together about what happened. Like, especially when you get the idea in terms of the fairy circle is essentially like, you think back to the first episode. Like I said, I mean, and I'm sure this is deliberate. But the whole stepping on a butterfly thing is just basic explanation to, like, especially when it comes to the Space Babies being the first episode, a new era of Doctor Who. It's a basic explanation to those who are checking Doctor Who out for the first time. But the whole watch your step scenario, this is deliberate at this point. I am calling it as it is because we've had it in Space Babies, which you can pass off. Like I said, just general rule of thumb in terms of time traveling. Stepping on a butterfly can have big ripples. But now we have last week's episode where the main premise is essentially watch your step. Same here with this episode because of the fact that essentially this fairy circle was to stop Roger in the future. I mean, yeah, he still becomes Prime Minister, but I don't think he becomes he becomes as dangerous as what he is in Ruby's, I guess, timeline. That's what we'll call it. You can still be the worst prime minister and, not nuke the world and all of that. So, I mean, how many times have we said so-and-so is the worst prime minister, so-and-so is the worst prime minister? So, in real life. But, yeah, and to explain why the Doctor disappeared, I'm guessing he just, this whole time loop just vanished him out of existence, essentially. So it's Chloe Webber all over again. And of course, with that woman, there's all of this effort to try and get Ruby to amend things to stop Mad Jack, really. So, until things can kind of get cleared up and all of that, and then obviously towards the end, Ruby is transported to the woman. So was Ruby that woman that whole time? I'm guessing. I don't know. It seemed like there was a merge of things when I guess Ruby died in the hospital, and it was like this messenger where Ruby would eventually become that old woman, because I don't think we got to see what that, so the implication is it is something more potential. I don't know. Yeah, that's the implication that I'm getting, that that old woman, like for the majority, that woman that was keeping her distance was someone else. But of course, in that final moment where time is normalized again, Ruby, of course, is a messenger to warn her younger self. So yeah, it's all very, very confuddling because. I mean, I do get it, like, in terms of the whole stepping on the butterfly analogy, and the fairy circle gets broken. That allows, whereas Roger still becomes Prime Minister, it allows him to essentially make the world a worse place until Ruby can kind of put the fear in him. So, yeah. What was said to not just him, but everyone else, I think it's another Midnight situation where you just essentially, you can only just be left room to speculate, which is all fine for me because Midnight is one of those episodes, of course, that gives you the speculative vibes about what was out there, and it's the same with this episode. There is something that puts it doesn't matter at the end of the day because we can only just be left room to speculate. So, yeah. But it was still really really good stuff, because it was kind of it was really eerie. So I just feel, but I do feel like maybe the reason why we had a lack of resolution is because it's an episode that is left up to speculation. I don't know if that's if that can justify things or whatever, but yeah, I'm just trying to like put the pieces together, because obviously, like I said, with the importance on stepping on something being a factor this season, as well as, of course, other matters like Susan Twist, we saw her again. Even she was shook. So that is very interesting, because obviously she is something more. Ruby's even starting to put the pieces together. Like, haven't I seen you before? But she even was worried. But yeah, I mean, there are other factors, of course, to consider in terms of running themes, especially with Ruby and abandonment, and of course, who she is. So, there is, it is very, very interesting to speculate, but I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. We had the whole Ruby thing. We have like I said, Susan Twist. Even Mrs. Flood made an appearance, and I'm keeping my eye on her because of that comment she made in the ending of Ruby Road. So yeah. But of course, the stepping on things, like that's it though. That was what caused all of these events to play out, I guess. So there was at one moment where I thought that this was going to leeway to the unit spin-off, because there's of course been heavy rumors going around that a unit spin-off was going to happen, but with the absence of the Doctor and all of that, but then again, as time went on, I was thinking, okay, well, they're not going to do that, because I don't think they're going to keep with a 40-year-old Ruby. So I mean, there's the implication that, Cherry Sunday is dead, of course. Maybe even Mrs. Flood, if she isn't a time lady. So, yeah, I was thinking they were going to go down that route, but yeah. I really, really love the fact that Kate did, that, like, we had Kate return, of course. But like I said, even with Unit, they were a bit scared out of their minds. So, yeah, that was very, very interesting stuff to go to. But yeah, so yeah, it was just a very, very eerie situation. And it does definitely have you wondering more about Ruby and her origin, because there is something that is very, very obviously mysterious about her, obviously with the whole fact that her mother abandoned her, and this does have you wondering, does this episode play on further, like especially with people running away when Ruby sends this person and that person to the to the 73 yards woman, and then they just bolt. You even had Carla glare at Ruby. Because that was a nice trick in terms of like, just call and see what is said, and then of course there was crypticness going on there. So, but it definitely does have you thinking about like more about Ruby, about could Wild Blue, because Wild Blue Yonder, I think obviously with the at the edge of the universe, or the edge of creation, should I say, that being disturbed, that's opened the possibilities to everything else. So, yeah, and it could, with Ruby, it could, she could be a direct result of what happened in Wild Blue. So, but it is very, very. It is a very, very interesting situation. That leaves you with so many questions. That doesn't really have a clear resolve. that doesn't make the episode bad, but of course it can be very, very frustrating, and it can have a lot of people wondering, like I said, something just happened. And that's definitely what because I don't have the answers. Russell does, but I feel like this is an episode that's going to be left up in terms of interpretation or mystique, in terms of, okay, this is what clearly, because that's it though. It's like there are still things like, well, Roger's still going to become prime minister, so instead of putting this world essentially closer to emulating Fallout, what does he do to just to warrant the what has he done to warrant the term worst prime minister? So, because that's it though, like what the doctor said still happens, but I guess in terms of breaking the circle, worse things just unfolded, like Pandora's box, I guess. I don't know. So but yeah, I'm just very, very, it is just very, very curious to it is just very, very curious because like I said, some unanswered questions, but it was still really, really fun. So yeah, yeah, you know what, I am really, really curious to what she had to say. It's, insert joke here, like, don't forget to subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. That's what she was saying to those people, and that's what made people run, because she broke the meta, and then boom. So but like I said, that is a thing that I think is just deliberately left up to speculation. Kind of like when River like, I guess this is very fitting. I guess this is very fitting considering the whole whispering situation, but wondering what the Doctor's name is when River said that she told him his name. And obviously, we're not going to know, because that kind of devalues the whole mystique of the Doctor, doesn't it? So, but it's always up for interpretation. So, same with whatever the creature was in Midnight. We don't know. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what it's capable of. Just it was. Apart from what it did to the hostess and that, and how the Doctor was affected. But yeah. I feel like this episode could have done with a bit more longer run time. So I get that it might, I don't know, it might not be viable, like with this still broadcasting on TV, I guess. Like at a later time, like 6 p.m. or whatever. Obviously it drops at midnight for iPlayer and Disney Plus, but still, I feel like it could have warranted a bit more of a better idea. But I guess, like I said, some things are just left to interpretation. So, because it's not like this was a clunky script. It's just got some unanswered. It's just got some unanswered questions. So. That's the vibe I was getting. So yeah, make of it as you make of it as you will, I guess is the saying. I don't know, but yeah. So but it's I found it like it was going to be a very, very mysterious episode when they didn't play the intro. Like, they had the title come up and I'm like, okay, that's odd. They usually say that for the title, and then they had Shooty's name come up. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So yeah. Ooh. So yeah, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Like I said, it's going to leave you to interpret what happened, but yeah. But yeah, this was still a blast of an episode. I don't know about you guys, but it was. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!